Hey guys, it's Jamie with Southeastern Soul Tribe. For those of you who don't know me, happy day before solar eclipse. I want to say hello, and I am doing all the way around the Zodiac a pre-solar eclipse special today. And then we're going to do, in a week, a post-eclipse special to check in on the energies, hopefully. Sometime within the week to 2 week period. That's what I'll stick to. Because I have done a little bit of research and I wanted to check in to see what had happened the last time that in the United States we had a visually, what is the word I'm looking for? The last time we could see visually the solar eclipse take place was in 2017. I want each and every one of you to go back and do a review, just an experiment, of what was going on for you in 2017. That eclipse happened on August 21st, 2017. It was also in Leo, which is a fire sign just like this one. This one is in Aries. Okay? This last one was in 28 degrees Leo. About power, regality, abuse of power, self-confidence, things like that. Okay? Well, one thing I can say for myself, I'm going to share this with you guys. This gives you a little more insight on who I am and the changes that happened for me during that time period. My father had been diagnosed in the pre-solar eclipse shadow in July of 2017 with leukemia, a cancer that the diagnosis happened and he died within 20 days. We buried him on the 31st. No, he died on July the 31st, which obviously was less than 30 days from that eclipse. Well, if you know anything about moon phases, well, we were in the shadow, in the pre-shadow of the solar eclipse when all that began to suddenly take place for my father. And little did we know, the diagnosis was right on the back of that eclipse for my Brian, for cancer that killed him in 8 months. I lost 2 very significant male figures in my life, and it sent me on a trajectory to completely change my life. It ended up bringing me, who I claim as, at the time, I was sitting in divine feminine energy, into a space. Little did I know how many years it was going to stretch, because this thing went from 2017 and I'm just now starting to feel the upcoming and relief of it. If you'll notice, just over the past several months have I came out completely in the open. 2 years ago, I tried to start this channel and it wasn't actually doing anything because I wasn't ready. I started it and it sat here dormant. But I knew the calling came in because my father had passed away, to open up and create an avenue to show people about awakening, spiritual awakening, and the changes. That the only way to do it is to tell my own story. Okay? But I had to walk that journey, that path. It's been hard. I went through my deepest dark night of the soul during that time period. I would claim that that time period brought me to one of the most impactful awakenings, the biggest awakening that I had. One of the first awakenings that I had was in 08. 2017 was the catalyst moments, the life-changing things that brought me to a complete, total awakening and brought me to the lowest, one of the lowest points in Dark Night of the Soul that happened in 2019. It is 2024, folks. 2024. And we are facing April the 8th, another solar eclipse that's visible from the United States. Just so happens I'm not in Middle Tennessee at the moment, but I am in a visual position to visually see this eclipse again, happening once more in a new moon phase, but this time it's in Aries. Now, I need to give you guys a little bit of information. According to the astrology experts, the most impacted folks are people with heavy placements of Libra, Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn. Okay, I'm a Libra sun. I only have a couple small Capricorn or Cancer placements, but my North Node is in Libra and my South Node is in Aries. Okay, those are life path placements. Your North Node is where you're going. Your South Node is what you're used to. And your Chiron returns. Also, or not Chiron return, your Saturn returns have a lot to do with the timing of those things. Also, this particular solar eclipse is conjunct Chiron. You need to know where your Chiron placements are. That's going to be impactful, and depending on the degree of how that's going to impact you personally. So if you're Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, or Libra, or look and see where all those 4 placements are, those are the places that are going to affect your life during this eclipse period. It's not just on the day of the eclipse, guys. Pay attention. You might be looking at the sky and watching it happen physically. But it's what's happening around you. Get the bigger picture. Zoom out. Yes, it is important. You're going to see life changes. And for those of you who saw significant life changes, pay attention to what your astrological placements are. And the astrological placements of the people that were significant in your life during that time period, that catastrophic or huge changes happened for. Look at their placements. Brian was an Aries. My father was a Capricorn. Very interesting, huh? So, there's something to it, guys. All right, this first part is going to be a blanket reading. This is how I'm going to do this. This is the collective reading here for how this eclipse, the pre-eclipse part, for the energy that's happening within the collective right now. We're going to go around the Zodiac and give you just a tidbit. Okay? And then we're going to close out the reading. And this is something we'll check back on, okay? All right, let's do it. For the Divine Collective. Let me tell you, when I say Divine Collective, if you're here and you're curious and you're watching, I would call you the Divine Collective. For those people around you who are not curious and are not watching currently, they're not part of that collective right now. They may eventually be. These changes may lead them there. I wasn't part of the Divine Collective in 2017. Occasionally, I would take a gander or a peek, but I wasn't an avid watcher. I read for myself privately, but I wasn't as deep as now. I knew I had abilities, but they weren't awake. Not like they are now. All right? Not ready. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides. For the highest good of our divine collective watching me now, this very significant time in our lives for the solar eclipse, what messages do you have? Interesting. The goddess of the moon came out. That's the number 7 card. It's the 52. But it comes down to number 7. It's also Cancerian and Piscean energy. Mostly Cancer for me. Any other messages? That's not cool. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides. Any other messages? No? Okay. Let's do them this way. Any other messages for the Divine Collective? Weird. Okay, that's it. So the moon, ironically, it's a new moon phase, right? Under the moon, and Cancer is one of the affected signs. The woman holding the coin, this is earth energy. So this is water energy. This is earth energy. Okay, let's look at this number 7. The 7 of Cups is what this would signify in the tarot. 7 of Cups is opportunities, or it's the dream state. It is the things you see in your dreams. So, Cancerians, you may be very, very awakened during this time period to your dream state. Things may happen in the night. You may get dreams, downloads, very important information may come through about you, your family, things you love, things that you're, wouldn't say passionate about. It's the things that you love. Heart chakra affecting situations. As far as the collective goes, water signs significantly may need to pay attention to their dreams. This is about earth energy. This is the 6 of Pentacles. All right, to me. All right, earth energy. So Capricorn, the most significant sign in the zodiac for this eclipse energy. So our Capricorn collective, this is about equal give and take. The 6 of Pentacles is equal give and take. That means you only give back what you give out, or you only give back what you're getting from others. It's a card of friendship, partnerships, and things like that. In romantic relationships, 6 of Pentacles is fine on a daily basis. There are times that one has to give more than the other, but on an average, we should be at 6 of Pentacles. You get what you put in, and people get what they deserve. That's Kid Rock. But anyway, pay attention to that. It's about earth energy. It's about your work, your stability, things like that. And we may be talking to feminine. Your feminine energy. Opening up to receipt of things from others where you may have been an overgiver. Capricorn energy is about addictions on its shadow side. about things that negatively impact you and others. This is Aquarian energy with Pluto in Aquarius. This is about the collective, not just you. So Cancerians, water energy. Your dreams may begin to tell you about the collective as well. It may not just be about you. Leo is about me, my self-confidence, da-da-da-da-da. Yes, that's what the 2017 was about. This is about the divine collective, because where was Pluto back then? It was in Capricorn. Me. Let's get it all. It was about our stability, our strongholds. This is about how are we giving back to community, humanitarian efforts, things like that. All these are making sense with these card pulls, okay, people? Here's the Leo energy. This is fire energy. Aries should be, if notice in the Aries readings and the Libra readings, this Leo card is coming up a lot, this strength card. This is the fire energy. This is about your self-confidence and the self-confidence of others. Libra, Aries axis, it's about relationships versus self, you versus self. So that fire energy is going to need a lot of strength. For those of you who are sitting on fences, if you've got Aries heavily in your chart, Leo in your chart, a lot of fire energy, and you be sitting on fences with this number 5, you're going to be getting off a fence. That fire energy is going to knock you one side or the other. Now, how tight are you holding on? How heavy is your strength? I'll ask you. Because the impact, both in the pre-shadow and the post-eclipse energy, is going to push you one direction or another. Up until this point, and from 2017 till now, what have you been holding on to? It's time for fire energy. Fire cannot be stagnant any longer. And if you've got Aries in your chart, letting go of that fence. You either need to go to the 4 or you need to go to the 6, but you got to get off the 5. Okay? Because why? Here's Libra energy. This is air energy. Damn those 3s, though. Because this comes to a number 12, which breaks down to the number 3. But the point is, you stand at the center of the 2 things that are out of balance. You have to find balance. Libra and all the air signs. It's balance time. The angel of balance is here. You might be fence sitting too. No more fence sitting. It's time for balance, equilibrium to take place. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Isn't it ironic that these 4 cards came out and we got water, we have earth, we have fire, and we have air? Our God is an awesome God. You saw me shuffle, didn't you? You see this? Let's talk about balance in all elements. Earth, fire, air, and water. Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and all the spaces in between. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Where are you at in this scenario? All right. Now, from this, we're going to grab this tarot and we're going to go through these elements now. And let's write this down. This intro was 20, or we're going to start over here with, because of the way these laid out, we're going to start with air signs, okay? This is so exciting. 2029, we're going to do Libra. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for our Libra collective at this moment? All right, for Libra, this is feeling left out, sadness, not paying attention to the cups that are full. This is the Emperor energy. This is Aries and Libra operating in the reverse, probably because you're looking at sad things. What may be affected is the flipping of this energy finally after all this time. You've got to change the way that you look at things and stand up in your own right to create an upright. Masculine energy is going to be affected. It's going to activate that masculinity to finally come out, spoken, and begin working on the correction of those things. You may be dealing with a significant Aries in your life right now. That Aries may be sitting on a fence. All right. I told you they're quick check-ins, right? Now, let's look at Gemini. Sorry, I got to write those down. Show me for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know about balance? All right, Gemini, you got 4 cards. Gemini may be dealing with a Capricorn. You may be in a toxic connection or a karmic connection that is got you tied together, something you may feel like you can't get out of right now. What's going to change about that? You may be dealing with a fire sign as well. The fire sign you might be dealing with may very well be in their shadow. This is coming in reverse. It's a masculine Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that is not operating in their highest good. Probably because there is Capricornian energy here. So Gemini, either you have Capricorn in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you're dealing with one. There will not be a commitment here, or you're dealing with a lack of commitment. You're also dealing with lack of money, instability. A huge loss of money may be on the table here. So, for you, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius combos, or people dealing with those, pay attention to your money. Somebody needs to get off the fence. This eclipse energy is going to change the weather with these things. What's affected? Pentacles, money, fire energy, and stability. I'm not trying to scare you, but we're talking about balancing and getting off a fence. This Capricorn energy that is sitting here needs to figure out their coin. That's their job in this life. All right? Gemini, you're supposed to be the creative plan maker here. Somebody needs to make a commitment. All right, that's for Gemini. Now, let's go to Aquarius. All right, for Aquarius, what balancing act energy does Aquarius need to have right now? All right, Aquarius, you need to come up with the strength, or you're dealing with a Leo, to make a decision, because this decision that's been before you is not being looked at. It's not been made. You may be in wanting to go forward toward a Gemini or a lover's connection. This is a choice. The choice needs to be made. You may have a choice between a Leo or a Gemini, but this Knight of Wands energy is in reverse, meaning you may not want to be fly by night. You may not want to be non-committal, but you are. And a choice needs to be made because we've not been looking at it. You have the strength, you have the ability to make the choice. This eclipse energy is going to push you in one direction or another. So for you people who have significant Aquarius in your chart, it's time to get off the fence of choice. You have the strength to do it, and there is a divine connection on its way for our Aquarius collective, wherever that is in your chart. But the choice must be made. The choice must be made, my friend. All right. Now we're going to pick those up. We're going to reshuffle. And we're going to go looking at our fire energy now. Fire energy is going to start, obviously, with the most affected sign, which is Aries, at 2642 for Aries. It must be fitting for the most effective and for this read to flow, right? There will be timestamps here, folks. All right, this is for my fire energy, angels, ancestors, guides. What does each zodiac need to know? Now, I'll give you guys a little hint while I'm shuffling here. You need to make sure that you write down where all these elements are in your chart and take the advice from each one of those for a more accurate reading and for more effect for your own sign, okay? All right. For Aries, please, spirit, angels, ancestors, guides. That's too many, please. For Aries, thank you. All right, Aries. Either you are in a positive feminine energy, this is a receipt, this is you in your own right, or you're dealing with a Libra or a Taurus whose feminine energy is in the upright, or this may be dealings with a mother, wife, a significant person in your life, or you may be looking at someone who embodies this in your life. Right now, there's no more waiting. You're tired of waiting. You do not want to wait anymore, or there is an empress in your life that's tired of waiting. No more impulsive action. The Fool energy is here with Gemini. There may be an Aries, a Taurus, a Libra, or a Gemini affecting everything for Aries right now. And we need to get out of the threes. You have the strength to make the choice, but impulsive action is not going to be your friend. So you need to stop waiting around. You need to choose. You might be choosing an empress. Who will your empress be? The empress is usually by birthright a Taurus, Aries, or Libra. But you can also be an empress energy, okay? If you are well balanced. That's all four queens in full balance. That means they know their value. They've got their earth, fire, air, and water energy balanced and all right. All right? They are self-sufficient. They don't need a damn soul. They don't need anyone. They have partners because they want. That's who that is. If you're curious of who that is in your life, Aries, here's your sign. Gemini, Libra, Taurus, or you, Aries. So, who are you? Ooh, 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 ooh. Excuse the sounds if those bother you. We all make them. But I needed a drink. All right. Moving on. Let's go to Leo. Yes, I have to write them down so I can timestamp them, folks. What does Leo need to know about the strength needed? What does Leo need to know? They've been fence sitting too with this 5, the number 5 energy. 5 of Wands. Oh, conflict too. 5 of Wands energy. There's been a lot of conflict. It's time to get off the conflict for our fire energy, okay? So, you may have been manifesting in the recent past. That needs to come to an end. We need to stop manifesting, or you might be dealing with a Virgo or Gemini. Leo, yes, here's the 5 of Wands. Prediction or not, yeah, there's been a lot of conflict for Leo. Taking you a lot of strength to get through these conflicts. What about that, Spirit? Yes. You may not have received a message that you were looking for, or you may be done. You may be done just hammering somebody about the truth. You may be pulling back on that, or you didn't get the truth or something, or you might have, I don't know, that Knight of Swords energy is in the reverse, which means you're not manifesting. There's a whole bunch of conflict, and we don't want to hear it. So you may be facing some conflict that you're going to need a lot of strength for, Leo. And you might be dealing with another fire sign. You might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Highly likely it's a Gemini, or maybe even a Virgo. So you put that where it belongs, Gemini. And see what's coming up. Or Leo. Leo, that was for Leo. Sorry. All right. Moving on. It's time for Sagittarius. Show me what Sagittarius needs to know. Oh, Sagittarius, like I say, you guys are the lie detectors of the Zodiac. But somebody may have been deceiving themselves or others in somebody that you're dealing with, but you're done with the lies. You're done. You may be leaving somebody out in the cold, or they might be leaving you out in the cold. Notice the number 5 is prevalent here. Over here in for the Aries collective, we had the number 3 and the number 3 and the number 0, which brought, so that tells me that Aries is getting off the fence. Aries will make a choice. They're not going to wait any longer. They have already decided that they know what they want, who they want, where they're going. So they're moving from the 5 to the 6. And we've got Leo with the number 6 sitting here. But we got the number 9. So you may be moving really fast, Sagittarius, forward. Getting almost to completion, because what we have is whatever this lie is that you're overcoming, the lie that you might be needing the strength to face or whatever, may leave somebody out in the cold. This may have something to do with a Libra energy, or you may just be getting some justice, and it is going to fast forward you off that fence. It's going to take you from the 5 all the way up to the 9. There is going to be balance and justice here in this scenario. You could be dealing with earth or air energy. For sure. All right. That's for our Sagittarians. All right, let's go over to the earth signs. Let's start with Capricorn. That's going to be it. All right, for Capricorn. Let me get these done for Capricorn. I hope you guys like this reading. I'm doing it different than others are doing because I'm not them. I'm me. And I get messages from Spirit different than everybody else. That's why everybody with the gift of anything that is given by our spiritual guides, we're not all going to be the same. And that's why there's so many of us out here. For our earth signs, spirits, angels, ancestors, guides. First one, Capricorn. Show me what Capricorn needs to see about this earth energy. I believe there's going to be balance for earth energy, Capricorns. I believe it's finally going to be your time. I really do. I feel like the eclipse is going to make a big difference. Show me for Capricorn. What do they need to know? Side notes, an air sign may be having you up at night in your head. In your head. In your head, zombie. Or you may need to get some sleep to balance that out. But you may be dealing with a Pisces. The Hanged Man energy is here. You may need to go within. Hang yourself up from that tree like Pisces do. Don't show your hand of cards, but it may be all about your foundational energy. There has been a lesson unlearned here. We have not saw the forest for the trees. We haven't learned a lesson about stability, and we are not telling the truth, or someone's not telling the truth to us. Again, this Nine of Swords is landing over here on this air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Or you may not be telling the truth to a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It may have something to do with foundational issues. You're not showing your full hand, whatever's happening. Spirit may be nudging you. That's why you can't sleep at night. Trying to send you messages in the dark times. You need to make sure you're on the right side of the fence with this. I'm showing the 12 and the 11 card here. And over here, I'm showing a 9 card. No. 9, 9, and 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a 3. Somebody's still on the fence. We're sitting in the number 7. So which direction are you going to go? You can either go down to the 3 of Swords, the 3 of Earth, or 3 of Air, or you can stay in the 7 of Pentacles where you're at, where you're barely, I mean, that's not even paycheck to paycheck, folks. The 7 of Pentacles is just putting in investments, of time investments. Who cares about how much time that you put in? Time is money. But if you can't even make it paycheck to paycheck, how do you thrive? Your goal is to get off the 7 and move forward to the 8. What I'm seeing here is taking us backwards. And we might be seeing that, this Piscean energy. So for Capricorn, you need to pay close attention to what's happening in your dream state. What's happening? What's the thing that's eating at you? What's eating Gilbert Grape over there? That's my question. What's eating you? Spirit's nudging you in a direction. This is all about fire energy. There's a little bit of water energy here with the Pisces energy here, but that's basically, I'm not showing my hand. I'm waiting to hear from God. But God might have sent you around help. He might have sent you a boat, a helicopter, and a bus, and you sit there and said, I'm still waiting on God. That's up to you, folks. All right, that's for Capricorn. How about, let's look at Virgo. What does Virgo need to know about their feminine energy in Pentacles here. All right, Virgo. You may be trying to avoid a rebirth cycle, or you might be dealing with a Scorpio who is not acting in their highest form at all. Virgo, this Scorpio is not wanting to change. This Scorpio, whoever it is, they're not making the cycle. They may not be part of the divine collective on this round. Okay? They're avoiding rebirth. You're going after the sun. The Leo energy here, this is the happiest card in the deck. It's a new start. You may be dealing with a Leo, a Capricorn. Virgo, you might be dealing with a Leo, Virgo, Capricorn. Virgo might be dealing with a Leo, a Capricorn, or a Scorpio. But also, there may be a karmic attachment sitting here. This karmic may be in the way of a rebirth for you. Capricorn energy is always somebody you need, not somebody you want. The sun is what you want. It's okay to have what you want. God said, live your life abundantly, Virgo. What is abundance to you? What do you want? Do you want transformation, or do you want to stay in a karmic choice in love? Is that what's going on for you and yours? Or is it just a Capricorn, a Leo, and a Scorpio who ain't acting right? It's up to you, Virgo. You put those pegs in the holes they belong in. Are they square or round? Take a good look at your pegs. All right. And for Taurus. All right. Show me what Taurus needs to see, Spirit. Okay, Taurus. You may be dealing with a Virgo, or you may be making a plan to go to a calmer space, or maybe making a trip across the water. So Taurus, Virgo, creating a plan, or Taurus might be dealing with a Virgo. Also, a Queen of Pentacles is not in the upright, meaning that there may be a feminine in your life, or a feminine earth sign, or this might be you who there's just not enough to go around. And you're having to have a lot of patience for it. Or you might be dealing with a Sagittarius, another earth sign, or you, or Virgo. Either way, you really, really want to get to a calmer space right now, but a plan must be made because there's not enough pentacles to go around, or you're not open to receive the information about your stability that you need. But Archangel Michael is on the case with the Sagittarian card sitting here. That is a divine appointment. So if you want balance in your life, it's time for you to be the light. You have to be a pioneer. This Virgo is got their back turned. And this feminine earth energy is in the reverse. They are not going to get their shit together at all. So if there's a Sagittarius, a Virgo, or there may be a divine intervention that comes in place here, and the plan will have to be made. You'll have to turn around, or the Virgo may have to turn around. But either way, you're going to go to calmer waters, or you're making a trip somewhere. So that's what's up for Taurus. All right. Now, let's move on to our water signs, our water babies, starting with Cancer. Hello, my Cancer water babies. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides. What messages do you have for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio? We're going to start with Cancer. Father, angels, ancestors, and guides for our water collective. What do our water babies need to see? For this eclipse. Show us for Cancer. All right, Cancer. We got a lot of twos and a lack of a judgment call being made here. First of all, I don't want to fight. I'm tired of conflict. I'm tired of juggling. I don't want to make a choice. I don't want to make a judgment, but the crossroads are coming. This is a 7 card. It's been under the moon. You're trying to balance dark and light energy. You have been stuck in a position where you didn't want to make a choice, but being stuck in that position, teeter-tottering back and forth, you're going to be forced to make a judgment call. The judgment's going to come either way. You're going to be a winner either way. There is an old song I used to sing at church called, I'm a winner either way, if I go or if I stay. So, you know, that's why you ain't been in a rush, but you don't want there to be conflict. You're trying to avoid it. But if you keep sitting on a fence, you're going to get knocked off of it one way or the other. I tell you what, everybody's sitting on fences. And this solar eclipse is about to knock you one direction or another. The balancing act is done, folks. It's done. D-O-N-E. Done. It's time to get off the fence. Pick one. Pick a path. Pick a choice. That is what Cancer's being told. Pick a direction. 2-2. No more balancing. No more lies. No more conflict. The crossroads are here. Time to make a judgment call. Pisces. Let's move on to you, water babies. 47. For Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about this moon energy? All this water. Pisces. All right. Look here. Yeah, you really like hanging in the tree, waiting on spirit to tell you something. And you like being single, maybe. But you are making a choice here not to learn your lesson. It may be around an air sign, Aries, or Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and something about a Cancerian. But you may not be able to travel. You may not be able to take that trip that you wanted to take or whatever. Only emperors and empresses can get on the chariot and go. That means you got to learn some lessons. This lesson ain't been learned. The completion isn't happening. You're still at the 9. So there's one more wand for you to get. All right? So you may not make that trip. You may not make it this round, Pisces. It is time. Yes, you can wait here. You can hang here. Wait on spirit all day long. You can make it just fine in the 9 of Pentacles. But you're never going to take that trip. Or you're choosing not to take the damn trip and keep on waiting on the world to change, and the world's about to change on you, and it's going to leave you behind if you don't get off the fence yourself. So, Pisces, let's be transparent. Stop holding your hand of cards back. Stop holding back. It's time to make a move. You got to move. Okay? You got to move. You got to make the trip. You know what the key is? What's the last lesson you need to do? It's internal. It's about you. All right. And last but not least, our Scorpios. You guys been getting a bad rap lately. You guys might be trying to get by. I don't know. I hope for this Scorpio collective. Let's see what's up. Show me Scorpio. Scorpio. Yep. You may be getting a huge lesson in communications, because you guys have not been investing at all. You are not effectively communicating. There has been conflict after conflict after conflict. There has not been equal give and take here. So if you ask me, of all the signs that seem to really be shaken up here, Scorpio is going to be in their feels more than any sign. The most painful for the Scorpios who ain't been allowing death and rebirth to take place, guys. This is going to affect you. This will impact you greatly. Your feelings and emotions are going to get so overwhelming during this time period, or the conflict and the heat might get so heavy, that you're going to have to pick a choice. You're going to have to pick a direction. All right? This is the number 7. That's an odd number. This is the number 5 or 8 in the reverse, meaning this is the number 5. So our odd numbers are in reverse, and our odd numbers are in the upright, and our even numbers are in the reverse, meaning you're not giving, or somebody ain't giving to you correctly. And you're going to have to communicate effectively to get what you need. That means no more hiding your emotions, Scorpio. It's time to come out with it. You're going to learn during this eclipse season how to vocalize your needs and wants. You can't be all water all the time, guys. It can't happen. All right? So, we're going to get a final outro message for the collective. Now that we know what's going on with each of you, I'm sorry if my messages seem harsh. I am not Willy Wonka. I know Willy Wonka likes the color purple. And I'm wearing it today. But I guarantee you, these lips are not coated in sugar. I don't drink sugar. Mine is like the Splenda. I'm the Splenda mama. Everything's fake sugar for me, because it keeps my figure right tight. 46. I'm over the hump of the 45. So this year I'll be 47. Time to put the work in, ain't it? Yes. You may see a tower moment. Your foundations may crumble. Towers can be good or towers can be bad. It's all about your perspective, folks. How you going to look at it? Believe it or not, these towers bring balance. See the bigger picture. It happens for you, not to you. I promise. That's the biggest lesson that I've learned, most certainly, since 2017. Okay? I've gone down in the dark spaces and I've come up to the light. Defend yourself, your territory, your home. Defend your stance, your wants, and your needs. Collective, defend yourself, your family, your foundations. Be open to new ideas, new love. Aquarius. It's not just about you, it's about all of us. Together we heal each other. It's time to have a childlike mindset about a new way of doing things. Okay? The old way ain't working. Look at our society. We're not young, dumb, and broke no more. There's a lot of us out there that are, but do we need our kids growing up in this society? Wake up. Ironically, guess what card just flipped over? The rebirth card. The lack of allowance of us waking up as a society and looking at what we have done. What part have you played? This says that we don't have a lot of teamwork going on at all. Teamwork makes the dream work. It's no longer just about you guys. Capricorn's not, Pluto ain't in Capricorn no more. Pluto's in Aquarius. This is what's good for you and what is good for the collective. It's time to take a broader outlook on improvement for you. It starts at home. It starts at home. So don't look out here in the world and say it's their job. I want you to look at your home. If you don't have kids at home and it's just you and your dogs, well, what's the best thing for you and your dogs? That's your circle. When you heal that in a healthy way, it bleeds out into your other friend groups and societies, and you become an example. You think you don't make a difference? There are more people looking at you than you know. We've not been showing love, guys. The King of Cups is in reverse here. That's why this moon, times are changing. If you don't make a choice to show love, to put your love out there, to be more loving in your own world and your outer world, this eclipse energy will push you in that direction. You're going to get off the fence. It may come from a lack of an opportunity or somebody not showing you love anymore. Which direction do you want that to go? I'd rather have that in the upright, wouldn't you? This world ain't going to last forever. We're killing it. The world is here. The cycle is coming to an end. I'm not talking doomsday. What I'm talking about is the cycle of the lack of love, the lack of opportunities, and the lack of teamwork, and the lack of us choosing not to awaken is ending. We've had too many people operating in manipulative. This is manipulating with sexual energy, with passion. Fakey McFakerman, as Steve says. Steve's Love Tarot. King of Wands. You can't fake it till you make it no more. Either your cup's full or you lose all your coin. Money ain't the answer no more. It's about love. Camaraderie. If you want a new start, you have to make a choice. Love is a choice. Ironically, what was written here on this page, first in my book, love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, love does not boast, love is not proud of dishonoring others, love is not self-seeking, love is not easily angered, love keeps no record of wrongs, love is forgiving, love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in truth. Are you choosing love, collective? Our hopes and our dreams with the Aquarius energy here. This is about healing for the divine collective. Pluto is in Aquarius. This is the Aquarius card. Notice they're pouring water onto the earth and back into the water. They're giving back water, love. These people are together because they choose to be. If you'll notice, Archangel Michael is above them. That's where the new opportunities are. We choose love. We choose humanitarian efforts, folks. These cards fell this way. Divinely appointed. Where do you stand? That's the question. Much love and light to you during this eclipse. You guys take videos. Share your experiences. This is a time for us to all come together. Let's make it important at home, in society, and as a whole. Let's utilize these moments of change. Be part of the Southeastern Soul Tribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I do personal readings too. This is not about any of that. This is about you. It's about you, your tribe, and the rest of us as a society. Which side of the fence you going to get on, folks? Your choice. Yes, the power is yours. Much love and light to you from Southeastern Soul Tribe. Come back and see me. Love and light. Mwah.